Hi everyone, this week is Parshas Tazria, HaChodesh, and it is also Rosh Chodesh Nisan. Last Saturday night, like many of you probably, my wife and I went shopping for Pesach groceries. And on the way back, my wife commented how expensive Pesach is, and she wondered, how do people who are not as fortunate as we are, how are they able to make Pesach? And I said to her, there are a lot of good organizations out there. Rabbis have a chesed fund. And so, we try to donate before Pesach. And somehow that was very unsatisfying to her as a response. Well, part of my preparations is that 30 days before a Chag, a holiday, one is supposed to sit down and study the laws and become better acquainted so that when the holiday comes, we know what to do and certainly what not to do. And so I took up my Mishnah Berurah, and the first page, one of the first halachot in the laws of preparation for Pesach is to make sure that we distribute ma'us chitim, money for wheat for the poor. That it is the responsibility of every Jew and every community to make sure that those in our community who are less fortunate have the means to make Pesach. What really struck me about this halacha was that it was at the very, very beginning of Hilchot Pesach. And I thought to myself, I'm always so worried about cleaning up for Pesach, making sure that I do the Seder correctly, and so many other things that weigh on my mind to make sure that I celebrate Pesach. And yet right in front of me, the first chapter, the first halacha in the Mishnah Berurah reminds me that as part of my preparation for the holiday of Pesach, for the holiday of freedom, is to be concerned and do whatever I can for those that are less fortunate. That reminds me of a Dvar Torah from my Rabbi Yisrael Blumenfeld. He said it's customary that we invite guests to Pesach Seder. And he said, it's not just a nice thing, but remember, we're celebrating freedom. And as a slave, you don't own your time nor your possessions. And therefore, you can't share your time or your possessions because they don't belong to you. You don't have. And so by inviting people to share a Seder with us and to sit down and share that time of the Chag, that is a clear demonstration of one's freedom, because it's my time and it's my food, my table that I'm willing to share. That's how we practice our freedom. So as you get ready for your preparations and do your shopping and do your cleaning and do your learning, let us remember that an essential part of that preparation is to provide for those that are less fortunate. I will leave in the comments some organizations that I support, and if you're looking for a place to send some ma'us chitim, money for wheat. Shabbat Shalom, and if you like what you hear, pass it on.